Hello, and thank you for joining me for Major Business Decisions by a Small Business Entrepreneur. Today, I'm going to talk about three things. First, I'm going to talk about me and my business. Second, I'm going to talk about why I am making this business decision. And third, I'm going to talk about the actual decision that I'm making for my business. So let's get started. Let's start with about me and my business. I'm Leann Herron, a full-time certified personal development coach and proud owner of Finding Resilience with Leann and Kink Your Way. I am also the creator and host of the Happiness on Tap podcast and the Kink Your Way podcast. My passion lies in advocating for personal growth, empowerment, and living life to its fullest potential. I believe in the transformative power of mindset, self-discovery, and I am dedicated to helping individuals unlock their true potential and create a life that they love. My areas of expertise include mindset mastery, self-love, goal setting, and creating a life of purpose and fulfillment. Through my coaching programs, workshops, and podcasts, I guide individuals on a transformative journey of self-discovery, helping them to tap into their strengths, passions, and unique gifts. So I launched my business in June of 2022. For the last 20 months, I have been focusing on education and learning everything I can about being a business owner. Self-education is everything. I focused on acquiring quality, free, and low-cost education from quality sources. Some of the things that I learned over the last 20 months was about marketing, both print marketing and video marketing. SEO. I didn't even know what SEO was, much less how to do it. Having an email list. It's very different having an email list when you work for someone else, and that's part of your daily job and routine, and having an email list that markets your business. Social media, again, very different from having a personal Facebook page or Instagram page and having business pages. Content creation. Now, there was definitely another new one for me. I had learned PageMaker many, many years ago, but really hadn't learned how to market my content, how to create content, what platforms to use, and how to best use it to market my business. Mindset. That was huge. I had to work on some of my own limiting beliefs. I had to focus on having a confident mindset, focusing on building my business and to really let go of all those limiting beliefs. I had to learn about storytelling. I never considered myself much of a storyteller until I started telling my story. And I also had to learn about the value in storytelling. I learned about Canva. If you haven't heard about Canva, Canva is the #1 free or low-cost tool that you can use for content creation. And you can use it for a number of things. You can use it for your YouTube channel. You can use it for your social media channels. You can use it to create digital products. It's almost endless what you can do with it. And there's so many wonderful tools and education that's available out there on how to use Canva. Zoom. Here I am on Zoom. I'm recording this for you. I learned about Zoom when the pandemic hit, and I had to learn how to use it to connect my attorneys to their clients and to judges for hearings. At the time, I was working in the legal field. I have since left the legal field and now have my own business. It was a big shift for me learning how to use it to create a YouTube channel, to start my podcast. So I'll talk more about that. And the other thing that I've been focusing on learning lately is about AI. And I know a lot of people are, on the fence about AI, but, change is inevitable. It's going to happen. Our best thing we can do for ourselves and our business is to learn how to use it so that we can benefit our workload, how we present things. Um, and it is such an amazing opportunity for us to continue to grow as business owners. So some of other things that I've done over the last 20 months, on top of being educated and getting education, was I created and developed 2 websites, 6 social media pages, 2 personal and 4 business. I host a thriving women's circle, which meets every Thursday. I created a YouTube channel with over 100 videos and shorts. I created and host 2 podcasts, the Happiness on Tap podcast and the Kink Your Way podcast, which has over 140 subscribers. It has been launched on YouTube, Spotify, Audible, Amazon Music, and iHeartRadio. I have recorded and published 39 podcast guest episodes since June of last year. I created a positive impact community of local entrepreneurs and small business owners. I have 2 thriving email lists and 2 blogs, both of which go out to over 600 subscribers each. I host business after hours events and gallery shows for local artists in my local office. I created 11 digital printable products and lead magnets and tons of free products and resources. I created 2 link trees, one for each of my businesses, which has every link to all of my social media handles, my YouTube channel, my podcasts, my products, my affiliate marketing platform. Everything is in one central location. It's one link that I have to post on my bios, on social media, on my YouTube channels. Everything's all inclusive. And I've created multiple resource links to other educators and my referral partners. As far as my coaching practice, um, I have coached amazing clients, men and women, both in person and virtually. And I absolutely love the work that I do with clients to help them overcome overwhelm, focus on their limiting beliefs, what they want in life, and help them achieve their goals. I have also been a presenter on multiple summits. Being on a summit is a great way to build your email list. It is also a great way to get yourself out there so that other people can find you as a presenter, your podcast, whatever you're doing, that is a great way to get yourself out there. And I'm also been a guest on other podcasts. I have an episode coming out on Friday. I got to be a guest on the Smut Lovers podcast. And the host of that podcast has also been a guest on both of my podcasts. So this is something, again, it is a way for you to continue to market your business, get yourself out there, build your confidence, and connect with other people. The main thing that I really want to focus on here isn't about all the things I've done, but about showing you that, I show up every day. Consistency is key. Consistent implementation of my strategies over the last 20 months is what has got me to where I am now. I do the work. It's hard. I do it all myself, but it's so fulfilling. I love what I do. And when you wake up every day excited about what you do and you're leading with your heart, then you'll never work another day. So let's go into number 2, which is why I made this major business decision. The best advice that I received during all my time getting education is to focus and tend to the land that you own. What do you own? You own your website. You own your email list. You own your podcasts. Even though your podcasts are hosted on other platforms such as YouTube or Spotify, you own your podcast. You can move it to other platforms if these platforms end. And I had that happen. Google Podcast is no longer a hosting podcast platform. So, I had to make sure that my podcast is out on platforms that most people listen to and that they're easily able to find my podcasts. I have been planning and cultivating my land for the last 20 months. I'm putting more focus on the value that I provide to my subscribers and to grow my subscribers. I spend my time just so elated and so excited every time I pick up a new subscriber. I'm not about, how many views. I am really about, just appreciating all the people who choose to subscribe to my podcast to receive notifications of new and upcoming podcast episodes and choose to come back and listen. That is what makes my day. That is what makes it all worthwhile. Now, the other thing that I, own on top of my podcast, my websites, is my email list. And this was something, like I said, it's very different from emailing when it's part of your job in your business and you have to keep on top of things, and using emails to market your business. And recently, just this past week, I launched a weekly health newsletter to provide value and resources for better health and a more balanced life. The name of my newsletter is Health Harmony, your weekly wellness guide, which is going to include health and wellness tips, success stories, ask the coach, mindful moments, and books and podcast recommendations. I'm going to be spending the majority of my time focusing on my content calendar, which is going to include my blogs and improving my open rate, my newsletters, again, improving my open rate, podcast episodes, bringing in quality guests that brings tons of value to my listeners and grow my YouTube channel. Events. I'm going to focus my events on being much more educational. Even my women's circle, I've shifted from a very casual, relaxed event to providing education to my guests, to people who choose to show up every week, to be in a safe place and share what's going on in their lives. I want to provide them education so that they can see that they're not alone, that we all have struggles with things like boundaries, having a voice, communication with our partners, and the list goes on and on. So I'm really going to put a lot of focus into my content calendar so that I can continue to provide these things to other people. And, number 3 in my list, or, part of, what I'm going to focus on is that I spend way too much time on social media. I don't own it. I don't own Facebook. I don't own Instagram. I don't own Threads. And we all learned that on March 5th when Facebook, Instagram, and Threads were down for up to 2 hours. People were losing their minds. What are you going to do if these platforms are gone? If you wake up tomorrow and they're gone, do you have a way to continue connecting with your people? Email list is your number one way to continue connecting. And those platforms, they have terrible analytics. Only 5 to 7% of your followers actually see your content. Your content isn't being shared. I went through over the weekend and did a massive purge on the people that I follow, as well as looking at all of my analytics to see, where am I investing my time and what is the return I am getting on that investment. And things that I noticed is I have terrible reach. It is really in that 5 to 7%, if not less. I double checked my business platforms. I made sure that I didn't have any violations of community standards, things that would keep my content from being shown. And even though it shows I have no violations and that my content is being shared, it's really not. Um, I'm going to focus on bringing people to my website, providing quality value, building my know, like, and trust, and converting subscribers and followers into clients. So the last thing I'm going to talk about is the actual decision, the decision, the major decision that I made for my business as a small business entrepreneur. I am going to focus on the land that I own. I'm going to stop wasting my time and energy on social media platforms and only post content there that will continue to provide value while bringing people to my websites, to my YouTube channel, to my podcasts, and stop spending all my time liking and sharing and, you know, focused on everybody else. While I love to promote my friends and their businesses and support them, there's better ways that I can do that. I can have them as guests on my podcast. I can share their podcast episode and the show notes with their contact information on my email marketing, on my website. I have ways that I can continue to do what I love most, which is supporting my friends and other entrepreneurs and small business owners while supporting myself and building my business. So that's my decision. It was a big decision. I sat down over the weekend. I looked through all the analytics. I sat down with my husband. We talked about my business plan. We talked about the amount of time that I have been spending on all these other things that I have been doing to plant seeds, to cultivate my land, to make it the most round way to provide content to people so that I can continue to build and grow. But now I really needed to take a look at where am I going to continue to put my energy so that, so that I get a return on my investment for my time. Someday I hope to be able to hire people to help me with these things. But right now, my business is self-funded. So everything I do is costing me in time. And, I'm still not in the profit zone at 20 months. So I really need to do things that are going to get me into the profit zone so that I'm making money that exceeds my bills every month while providing the most amount of value to you all. So thank you for joining me for this episode of Major Business Decisions by a Small Business Entrepreneur, and look forward to more small business series that I'm going to have coming up, where I'm going to talk about things like building a YouTube channel, an email list, affiliate marketing, and how you can grow your passive income. Because these are all things that have helped me keep my doors open, but I still need to focus more on. So I want to share those things with you all, including affiliate marketing and how you can, really build your passive income. So like I said, like and subscribe, make sure that share and like my podcast episodes and my YouTube channel so that I can help more people like you and other entrepreneurs and small businesses continue to grow their business. So thank you all for joining me today.